like, yo, fuck this dude, CM Punk. Like, he's getting like the red carpet treatment right into it. Me, I'm like, yeah, what? But like, really, I'm benefiting so much from it. I got like famous from that and got like, my career exploded because of that. But yeah, I felt like I had to represent. Like I had to beat him quick. I couldn't let him do one good thing. If he did one good thing, like landed one good punch or like took me down or did like one offensive move to me, I would consider that a complete failure.
Wow.
Not acceptable. So that was probably my biggest pressure fight. Like I was like, bro, I couldn't, like, I knew, it wasn't just like win a fight. It was like, you have to be perfect. You have to give this dude a complete goose egg. So that was my most pressure fight. And I think that's also like it hasn't been the heat like that,
Yeah.
Like the stakes haven't been that high.
There you go. And because
if I lose that, I gotta like retire or something.
He said I gotta retire. No, you know what's funny? I always have these conversations with fighters because nowadays, I mean, for the last 2 years, right? It's been more common when UFC fans and boxing fans want to go at it, right? Like, boxers cross over to UFC, UFC cross over to boxing, and the crossover that we seen was like, McGregor, Floyd, and it's crazy because from the current era, right? We say to yourself, Floyd, you go one in UFC, get in the cage, and then McGregor, get in the boxing ring. But it seems like it's always the UFC fighter going to the boxing ring, and it's not.
Well, why do you think that is?
That's what I'm saying, because you just made the great point, because it's like we were just saying. It's not a sport where you could just go in there and expect to win. Like this takes.
You can't be that specialized. You have to have you have to have a plethora of skills. You have to be very proficient. You have to be world class in multiple martial arts.
Yeah.
Like trust me, I'm a huge boxing fan. I watch boxing all the time. I watch old fights. I watch new fights. I love watching like spar wars, like not like just like Mayweather. I love watching like James Toney spar. It's great. You guys YouTube it. He's just like talking shit the whole time. He's like, "Come on, bitch, let's go, motherfucker." Like it's great. It's really funny. But James Toney sparring. But there's an MMA guy can like last a little bit in a boxing fight.
Yeah.
But in an MMA fight, it's probably gonna be a short night.
Yeah.
It's probably not gonna be a good showing because a boxer has never wrestled. If you've never wrestled, you're gonna get taken down like that. Lomachenko. He had wrestled, so he's a guy who can maybe do a little something.
Yeah.
But like you got Shannon McCann, like they're getting leg kicked.
Yeah.
And he handled it great and put the guy out. He did like a kickboxing fight.
Oh, for real?
It was a full MMA.
Okay.
With takedowns, because the takedowns is the biggest thing we saw when James Toney came into the UFC. Speaking of James Toney, who I'm a huge fan of, he got ankle picked by Randy Couture, and it was the same fight basically as me and CM Punk. You know what I mean? As James Toney, a world champ.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Randy Couture is a man, but 10 other guys in that division could have done it, or probably the whole other division.
Yeah, like you said, they got to be perfect. If not, it's like a failure, right?
Yeah, Deontay Wilder is one of the most badass dudes in the world.
Yeah,
I'd take him down so quick and beat his ass.
Oh hell yeah! Without a doubt, I'll bet my whole income for that. Yeah, true for that. And the crazy part
I'd be shooting though. I'd be shooting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you my game plan right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, right, like tomorrow I'm gonna talk to one of the fighters that like everybody wants for them to fight, right? Between what is it? I think it's Amanda Nunes and Claressa Shields from the boxing world. They're trying to make her go to the UFC cage, and she's actually fit for it. She's like, I'll do it. I'm down for it. And
I heard a little bit of that.
Yeah. She's gonna elaborate more on it because I think there's actually an offer going on. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah, she's telling me like she's really down to go there. I'm like, Claressa, you sure you want to go there? She's like,
man, she got some balls. There's some ovaries or whatever.
Yeah, because right now, even for boxing, she's like a 3-time. She's a 3-division world champion. She did the other way. Usually, you go from lower weight class to going up, right? For her, she did it the opposite way. She went from
Coach Huff.
There you go.
Give me Huff, Coach Huff. I'm gonna come wrestle soon. Whenever we can all wrestle again.
No doubt.
Stepping my skills up with Wilson. brother Wilson. Like he was like number 1 in Europe.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my boy Wilson. I'm like basically like I'm training with all the time. Dude, he's really good. He'll be in the UFC in a few years.
There you go.
But I'm doing like 5-minute rounds with him, and like we're doing 4 like 5-minute rounds, just straight wrestling. It's like exhausting, and he's a beast. You know, he's like Olympic caliber. Like he could be an Olympian for sure. But he's fighting MMA, and he's good. He's gonna do well. You'll know that name. He's like a Khabib, you know. He's gonna be like I think he's a Khabib with better striking already, and he's gonna have his jiu-jitsu's gonna be better. Yeah, there he is. Wilson's in here.
There you go. Big potential, guys.
Boy Wilson, future champ.
There you go. Everybody, shoot him a follow. I was gonna tell you too about Claressa. She became a world champion starting heavy and going down. So she became a champion at 68, then 60, and then 54. Usually it's the other way, 54, 60, 68. And, like they're already saying that fight happens, it's going to break like a couple records in the UFC. And I was like, well, it's got to happen. Somebody's got to sign the contract and make it happen. But, I am like a little worried because I'm like, I don't know how she's going to translate in the octagon, because it's not easy.
I mean, if she's been wrestling for the past 5 to 10 years, she could do well.
Yeah.
But Amanda Nunes is a jiu-jitsu black belt. I don't know, man. If history tells us anything, it might be tough, but
yeah.
Hats off to her. Hats off to anyone, man. Everyone is fighting, you know what I mean? Like, it could go bad. It could be embarrassing. You know what I mean? Who wants to get there? It's one thing to get your ass kicked. Putting it all on the line, get your ass kicked in front of the world.
Yeah.
Millions.
Let me ask you this. I was going to ask you, would you ever consider yourself like, we know that this is this is about being the best, and also, you want the right money for the right fights, and also, fight whoever you want, right? But have you ever seen yourself, if a big name in boxing ever calls you out, where you guys are in a similar weight class, have you ever considered that?
Sure, because boxers at the top make a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money there.
Yeah. And it's crazy, too, because I was looking at Floyd and McGregor. I think it broke, the gate sales over Mayweather-Pacquiao, and I was like, this was sick. Like, it just shows you when you promote the right fights and crossover events, like, it usually results in big money,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and those two guys, those two guys are like, it was made for it. I think, Floyd got 300 mil and Conor got 100 mil.
Almost 120.
So, yeah. Would I do some boxing if it was right? Yeah, for sure.
For sure. That would have been dope. I was gonna ask you, I know that Ferguson Khabib got delayed, and then Ferguson had a replacement.
It stinks, man. It stinks.
Yeah, who got winning in that fight?
Maybe it'll happen. Actually, I can't even say I believe it will.
Yeah.
That's 5. It's 5 or 6 times I think that thing's been canceled.
Yeah, man. It's nuts. Yeah. I was gonna ask you who you had winning in that fight. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, too soon, right? But yeah, Khabib's wrestling is so high level, but Tony Ferguson, he's weird, dude. He's so weird. He's so unorthodox, dangerous from so many different spots. He's gonna put a pace. I don't think he's gonna, I don't know. Someone tell me what's gonna happen. We gotta just see it.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's one of those where it's like, yeah, this could happen. Like, if you watch Tony's most recent fights, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's hard to. Fuck. I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to make picks, and I can't make picks. It's hard to pick. I think it's hard to pick fights. You never know, but it's crazy. What up, Bobo?
There you go.
Love you, buddy.
That's crazy.